Namaste, beautiful people, and let's have a chat about what's going on in the collective at the moment, which is a lot of victimizing of individuals, and the victimizing is happening to the awakened individuals, and I feel we're getting into some uneasy territory because when we do this, we're actually feeding into what the cabal wants, which is to make us all victims, fearful. When you're a victim, you are powerless. When you are a victor, you are powerful. You are full of your sovereign power. We must remember that whilst it's okay to share people's stories, and I guess, the theme of today, the Are You OK, being aware of suicide, shining a light on suicides, of course, feel that, integrate that deep in your heart, the trauma around understanding how someone became so darkened within their emotional body that they felt they had no other options. But let's not make anyone into a victim, because if we do so, we are negating to understand that there is no death. There is no death. We are simply a point of attention. We are a consciousness having an experience in whatever dimension, whatever realm, whatever frequency we may find ourselves in. So at the point of crossing over, or the point of exiting the physical body, the consciousness remains. It's just moved into a different bandwidth of frequency. So that person or that consciousness is always okay. And this is what I mean about don't get caught up in projecting that anyone is a victim and therefore releasing your own personal power, releasing your own right to feel joy, and feeding then into that energy, that construct outside of ourselves that says we need to be frightened, we can't take risks, we're not safe, what should we do? And what's happening, as we all know, is that we're being asked basically to sit in a rocking chair, just rocking back and forth, don't do anything else, mask yourself, don't go out, don't hug anyone, don't breathe prana, just be in a state of tension all the time because something might get me. How is that really working for us? Because if we understand that we're not victims, if we understand there is no death, we can then actually live as we were meant to live. We can actually explore and have adventures and have connection and hug whoever we choose to hug. We are not about wanting anyone to cross over. That is not the agenda at all. What is the point is that whatever happens in any soul journey is perfect, even suicide. Even suicide is a perfect experience. Now, I know that's going to be difficult for many people to hear. And that does not mean that you don't feel the emotions if you know someone who has crossed over, in whether it's from suicide or any other way. Of course you feel the emotions. Of course it is horrific. Of course it is traumatic. But remember, observe, don't absorb. You are there to observe. We are just here to bear witness, if you like, to all that's occurring within us. It's all a temporary experience. You will never get caught in any of those turbulent emotions, but it is important to move the emotion, energy in motion. Move the emotion. Become whole again through paying reverence to everything that's moving within you, the energy frequency, the emotional feeling self. That is understanding the truth of who you are. Your logical thinking process doesn't really serve you. It's great for getting you to do certain tasks like drive a car, send an email, technical things that you need to do. But we don't rely on the mind for wisdom. We rely on the feeling self, and the feeling self is the gateway directly into the soul self. And when you're in the soul self, you know you are always protected. Always. You can't not be, because you are a child of the universe, multiverse, omniverse, whatever you want to call that. You're a child of God, Goddess, Source. You are encoded with that frequency. You cannot be anything else. And therefore, no matter what, you are okay. You are okay. So let this message soak deep into the cells. Let yourself know that all you have to do is trust. All you have to do is be present in this moment. Through your presence, you receive the gifts of the universe. So let's not project that anyone is a victim. Feel your emotions. Feel the rawness of understanding why they got to themselves to a certain point. If they did choose to cross over through suicide, or anything else that's going on. People who are being arrested at the moment, people who are struggling against the system. A lot of awakened souls are pushing back against the system and then having these repercussions through authority. But that's still a perfect experience. You've got to understand they're a brave heart. We need to congratulate them, not go, oh, that's terrible. We need to say, yes, good on you. They were willing to be arrested. They were willing to do the good fight. And sometimes there's certain consequences, but it pushes the energy forward. It pushes the energy forward, and that's the most important thing. So we are all victors, we are not victims. Be mindful of your language when you're commenting on people's posts. Celebrate, congratulate, reframe. Reframing is a wonderful technique. Reframe everything that happens so that you see it through the light of consciousness. You see it through God's eyes. Reframe, 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 reframe. Everything is perfect. Do not negate your emotions, however, and if you are sitting in some really heavy stuff, observe, don't absorb. Observe, move the energy. Those emotions cannot hurt you. They can only cause harm if you block them, if you store them down, if you suppress them. Like when you're in a pool and you've got all the pool toys, the blow-up pool toys around you, and you're trying to push them all down under the surface. Ooh, 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 ooh. They keep popping up. Oh, push that down. Oh, no, here's this one. Oh, push that down. Oh, no, another one's popped up. You know what? Just let them all come to the surface. Don't even bother trying to push it back down. Be what you are. Be authentic. That is your true sovereign self. Be what you are. Feel what you are. And I guarantee you, through accessing your feelings, you connect to higher divinity. You connect to the part of yourself that is all wise, all knowing, that plugs directly into the Akashic records. You plug right into that. And that is your all-knowing self. You can access any information. You can talk to any beings that you want to telepathically. You can download information, download messages from other timelines, past timelines, future timelines, starseed cells, that is you in the future. It's all there. It's all available. There's so much support coming in for you. So be that sovereign being. Let's get excited about this ascension process that we're all on, this golden age that we're all dawning. And watch out, in a few days we are going to be launching our free Awaken New Earth healing program. We have some phenomenal people involved. Can't wait to share more who's involved, but some beautiful souls, people that you'll know who are featuring in this program, people from all over the world, these most amazing psychics and healers and truthers and Gnostic teachers, and yeah, we couldn't be more excited. So we're deep in the editing phase, and we'll be sharing that with you soon to remind ourselves who we are, to remember. Let's get out of spiritual amnesia now. Let's get back to who we truly are. Let's dismantle some of these constructs that the Illuminati cabal has, dangled out there, and we've kind of bought the story, but, we don't want that story anymore. So returning to innocence. Love it, love it, love it. Mwah. Namaste.